Hi, I'm Dana, and you're essentially watching me admit defeat, because I've always been someone who's very like, no, I just go out, I just go on my walk, I just have what's in my pockets and I go on my little walk and it's fine. But it's increasingly actually not all that fine, and I am increasingly realising that actually I do have to take care of my body and fuel it appropriately to be able to walk through fields for 3 hours at a time. I already experience a lot of aches and pains, and that's just something that I have to deal with in order to do the things that I need to want to do, you know? So I actually don't need to make it worse by doing that, having not eaten all day and just not eating properly in general, and then feeling like I'm going to pass out in a field in the middle of nowhere and not being quite sure what to do, you know? Like, this has been a long time coming, quite frankly, but I didn't have to deal with it because I was in a city, so it was the kind of thing where, like, anywhere I am, there's going to be a bus stop that I can sit at, and if I'm really, like, if I did pass out, there would be someone there that would notice, I would hope and assume, you know? Whereas nowadays, I am quite often in places where, like, I just wouldn't be seen, and that's a bit scarier. And I'm a full-grown adult that has to account for the fact that I know that's how my physical health is, and I should be making sure that I don't fucking pass out in a field. That being said, I have a variety of fucking food issues and eating struggles. A lot of things make me feel quite nauseous. It's a whole fucking thing. So to get to the fucking point, you're joining me as I make a sandwich, because today I'm walking to Skelthwaite, which sounds more fucking made up than the made up town that I am going there to see. So in Where the Heart Is, which is written by one of the co-creators of Ashes to Ashes and had Sarah Lancashire in, and Pam Ferris, and Joseph Long's just been in an episode, and Marsha Lancaster was in an episode. I'm deeply enjoying it. I'm gonna edit that out because I just started telling you everything that I'm intending to do today, when the reality of it is that's what I'm going to be showing you. That's the point of this video. So we've done my little, like, I have to make a sandwich because otherwise I'm not very well. And now I suppose for you, we can just get to it. I'm also taking water, which I never fucking do. I never hydrate because I'm scared of needing to wee while I'm in a field, and I don't really understand the concept of, like, where to put the rest of my body if I need to squat and piss in a field. Look, yeah, I haven't tried to do it since I lived in Denmark. I'll give that I was 12, but I did also piss all over myself and have to walk home in pissy pants. I don't really want to do it again, you know? So I just don't hydrate so that I don't need to wee. And that's also not great. But I do have the upside today of I am specifically walking to a village, so I would assume there'll be somewhere that I can piss if I really need to. There'll just be like an in-between point when I can't. It's another thing that just makes me really unnecessarily anxious, and that I think about before going out anywhere or leaving the house. Like, it just, I don't want to have to wee while I'm in public. I don't. And, like, that's the thing as well, is that as an autistic person, it's not like I can be like, oh, well, I'll reach the town in 15 minutes and I can wee then. Like, when I need to wee right now. And if I don't wee right now, and I haven't, like, I accommodate to myself where possible, and it's something I'm quite anxious about, so I haven't been caught in that situation yet, but I'm really quite concerned of it happening now that I'm increasingly in places that just, it's a field, piss somewhere, babes. But I feel like I'd have to, like, completely undress my bottom half, and I don't want to be half naked in a field. These are the things I think about when I'm just going on a nice day out. Like, brilliant, brilliant. I also am already quite achy and think I might look up some sort of, like, little stretch that I can do before I make a move. I feel like I'm increasingly aware that if I don't look after my body when I'm doing things like this, I'm not going to be able to keep doing things like this. It's a bit horrifying. So rather than focusing on how genuinely horrifying it is, we're just going to try to look after ourselves so that we can continue doing it. And everything will be alright. We hope. I don't know why I keep doing that voice, and I'm actually quite annoyed by myself for doing it. So if it annoys you, it's annoying all of us. I'm sorry about it. How lucky is that? So I've got my little sandwich, got me drink, I've got my power bank in my bag. I'm going upstairs to get dressed and grab my charger to plug with the power bank. And then before I go upstairs, I'm going to look up some stretches. And I'm sorry, I'm not showing you that. I don't particularly like showing my physicality on YouTube. It weirds me out. So you're not seeing it, but I'm going to do that. And then we'll be on our way. No, I did some stretches, I actually did. Still need to put on my running boots, but this is the look. I feel so self-conscious wearing sunglasses, but we are at the point in the year where it's just too fucking bright, and I can't keep my eyes open if I don't have sunglasses on. What can I say? Yorkshire's actually really gorgeous and bright and sunny in a way that I've not experienced anywhere else that I live, and I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. So this is how we're dressed. This is the outfit. These are jeans that I got at Goodwill in Arizona. A shirt that I got from a vintage shop in Liverpool. Jacket that I got from charity shop in Huddersfield. Backpack from charity shop in Birkenhead. I'm gonna put on my boots from Vinted. I really need to figure out what I'm wearing to walk now that it's getting warmer, because I bought really good walking boots, but like they're too hot now. I've stressed myself out. I'm leaving way later than I intended to. And there's literally no reason for me to be stressed. It's everything is fucking fine. So I'll be with you again when I'm like out, okay?
Doing an intro that wasn't a voiceover would really help me out, but I feel quite disoriented by not being 100,000% sure of what I said. But I am somewhat aware because I did just edit it, so I have watched what I said. And I'm also trying quite hard to stay calm and relaxed while doing this voiceover, because I feel like I tend to start talking really fast and getting out of breath because I get really stressed and anxious about doing a voiceover. So we're trying not to do that today. And I'm fairly sure that I didn't over-explain in my intro video, so I can actually tell you what I'm doing in the voiceover, which makes me feel a lot better and like I actually have something to talk about. So, back when I was still living in Birkenhead and Liverpool, I found out that one of the co-creators of Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes has actually written a show that's set in West Yorkshire and had Sarah Lancashire in, and I was like, this is perfect, this is flawless, I can't wait to watch that. But I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for when I live in West Yorkshire and I can go for walks in West Yorkshire and then go home to my house in West Yorkshire, and it'll be fabulous. And then when I get in, I can watch that show and it'll be lovely. And that's what I did, and it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying the show. But increasingly, they've shown places where I'm like, wait, I know where that is. I recognise that place. Like, it's not far from me, you know? So I was forced to slowly realise that it's actually filmed very nearby where I've ended up moving, even though I didn't intend to move here. Like, when I first started looking at West Yorkshire, when I first watched the show, blah, 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 I didn't know this was the exact, like, town I'd be in. But I'm very, very close, so... Today was it's not today anymore, it was yesterday now. But it was the day that I got up and I was like, I'm going to Skelthwaite. And it's not called Skelthwaite, I did have to go to Skelthwaite, which I will argue sounds significantly more made up than Skelthwaite does it not? I can say Skelthwaite without having to do a pause and preparing myself to say it for one. But to be honest with you, a lot of places in Yorkshire sound quite made up. I'm not mad about it, I'm not complaining. I find it quite fun, if anything. But yeah, so it was a long walk. I won't lie to you. It's not the longest walk I've ever done in my life, but it was a fairly long walk and it was gorgeous. I've been really enjoying walking here while it's been cold and snowing and raining and miserable. I haven't gone out that much in the rain, I'll give, because I haven't got any waterproof pants. But, you know, I haven't let the weather stop me, and it's still been absolutely stunning. Like, the dynamics, is that the word I was looking for? The level to which the weather here changes so quickly, like, it can be a bit frustrating, but also I'm aware that it happens. So it's not, I'm very rarely caught out without like an umbrella or the right type of coat or whatever, so it's not too bad. But it changes so quickly, and because you can see so far away, you can fully see like the rain coming in, and when you're in the rain you can see the bit over there that's got the blue sky and the sunshine, and it's just stunning and beautiful and gorgeous. So I've still very much been enjoying it in all weathers, don't get me wrong. But seeing how green all of the grass is and how green all the trees are and seeing all sorts of different flowers and seeing all the new growth on the plants, it's absolutely stunning. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Honest to God, like, look at that. I've never in my life been in such a beautiful place. Like, I've been in some gorgeous places, don't get me wrong. I got to go to Turkey in 2019. I've been to America. I've been to like a lot of Wales. I've travelled around Wales quite extensively. I lived in Denmark for a while. Like, I have seen beautiful places, and there's lots of places on the planet that I do deeply appreciate and love. but there's just nowhere is like Yorkshire. It's the most beautiful place. So I had my little walk, and as we discussed at the start, I am trying to, like, you know, take care of myself and the like. So when I realised that this is like very nearly the same view that you get on the credits of Where the Heart Is, like it's the viaduct. It is the, like, is that what it's called? The big bridge thing, the train bridge with the arches. A viaduct? Is it not? I don't know. But that is the same one that is on the credits in the show. So I stopped and had my lunch there. And then I keep doing this where I just venture off down little footpaths that I assume are going to take me to where I need to be, and they quite often actually don't. But I do see some lovely sights along my way. And they do tend to take me, like, closer to where I'm going. Like, there's usually more direct paths I'll give, but I still get where I'm going. It's not the end of the world. And I get to see something while I'm doing it, and I feel like it's helping me find my way around. And one of the large reasons I'm doing it, as you saw before, I was walking just, like, flat out on the road. Like, there's no paths on a lot of roads. And I'm fairly sure it's because there are footpaths everywhere. Like, there's loads and loads of public footpaths and permissive footpaths. They're everywhere here. And I'm fairly sure that if I knew where they all were and where they all went, I wouldn't actually at all have to be walking on roads. Like, maybe not even roads with paths, to be honest with you. And especially not roads that don't have any paths. But I don't know all of my pathways and footways and where everything is yet. And it also, there's so many times that I walk somewhere and it's like a really long route, and then when I get the bus, it's a way shorter route, and I'm like, well, how the fuck do I walk this? Like, why am I walking 90% of the way around the fucking county? Like, it's a bit, I'm still definitely struggling to properly find my way, but it could be worse, and I'm having fun while I do it. The downside was that the pub is having work done on it. Like, the pub that's the Skelthwaite Arms and Where the Heart is having work done on it. So I am going to end up doing this walk again at some point so I can go there and have a little pinty pint. But it was very fun to get to just, like, walk around a bit. I'm in Skelthwaite. Like, this looks, like, it doesn't look like Skelthwaite. Like, it is Skelthwaite, and I know it's not its flower, but, you know, it's also Skelthwaite. And it's very, very fun to me. See, I had to go and pretend I was looking at that because there were workmen outside the pub, and seeing people scares me. I'm very aware that it is actually quite a little bit odd that there's just a variety of buildings in my local area that I go and look at, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe one of my little characters was here. Let's face it, a lot of the time it's either Amelia Bulmer or Sarah Lancashire. They're my guys around here where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe she's been here. And I just sort of look at them and I'm like, wow. I know it is a bit weird and people often wonder what I'm doing, but, you know, I find it fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a nice time. So we just make the best of it. And I don't know why I'm making it sound bad. Like, I've gotten some funny looks in the months that I've been doing this, but honestly, one of the things I really like about West Yorkshire is that unless you're, like, bothering people, I don't think anyone really cares what you're doing, to be honest with you. You know, they might look to see what you're doing and be like, oh, that's a bit odd in their head. But they're not saying anything. They're not doing anything to stop you. They don't actually care. They're just going to carry on doing what they're doing. And that's lovely for me, because people in Liverpool fucking love telling you what they reckon, don't they? So I'm just enjoying going about with my little life and not really having anyone pay me any attention or really giving a shit. And one of the really delightful things, alongside all of the plants and general, like, nature things I've been seeing, is the amount of animals. Like, I can't remember the last time that I saw lambs in fields before moving here. You know, like, that's not something I've seen in a very, very long time since I was living in, like, more rural places as a teenager with my family, and seeing horses and ducks and chickens and geese and just all sorts of various animals. And it's obvious, I know, like, they are the things that you're going to see when you live in a slightly more rural area like this. I'm aware that's just how life goes. But it's really fun to me, and I'm really enjoying it. I really think I should start a little list and, like, count up how many times I've seen different animals. Like, I've been seeing some really fun birds as well. I fear I'm going to become a bird person. I never wanted to be a bird person because my oldest brother's special interest, like, his main big special interest was birds. So I never wanted to be like that. But the more birds that I'm seeing, the more I am like, I would like to know what type of bird that is, you know? But I'm also getting like that with plants. And quite frankly, at some point, I am going to have to, like, niche down my interests a little bit. I haven't got time to engage in everything I'd like to engage with. But that's actually really fun. It's not actually an issue, is it? So I did intend to walk back, but then I, like, sort of needed a wee and was just generally a bit but not having a great time anymore. It was quite warm and I was quite achy and I was getting really sweaty and I wasn't enjoying it anymore. So I did get the bus back, and I also meant to get off it like earlier and closer to my home, but I was listening to Annika Stranded and then I just didn't get off the bus, and then I was at the bus station. I was like, great, I've still got like a fucking half-hour walk home. But we move, we thrive, we do what we can. See birds everywhere. I need to go.
Video here. I'm making a cup, obviously. I will be revived and happy again after my cup of tea. I do feel a bit bad that I walked home, but I really needed to wait and I was in quite a lot of pain. I just wasn't fucking fun anymore. Like, it gets to a point where I'm walking and I go past a bus stop and I'm like, oh, I could get the bus, couldn't I? And then I get the bus. I don't regret it because I actually think I'd only just be getting home now and I'd be fucking exhausted and tired. Whereas I've had like a few minutes to settle and sort myself and bowl kettle and that. So like, I think I made the right choice for myself, but it isn't exactly what I wanted. And I'm still just like real fucking achy anyway. So I think I'm gonna go and have a bath and just try and look after myself a bit. I've made plans with a friend to see again. I'm like, maybe I should disguise where to place it. I'm gonna go to Castle with a mate on Saturday. Fucking find me there if you fancy it. Don't stalk me. Don't come and find me, thank you. But yeah, I've made plans to do another strenuous fucking big walk. So I'm gonna have a bath and try and look after my body and hope that 2 days. I've got Thursday and Friday. But I do also need to clean my whole house because I've got an appointment that I'm fucking dreading happening on Friday and they're coming to my house for it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll try and have a nice time. I don't know if you can see me, we just consistently do our best and hope for the best. And that's how life is. So...
Ending the video there though, are we dummy? We still have a few things to say. So I went about on our little self-care night and I think that's why I'm not absolutely dead today, but I'm still not feeling brilliant if I'm completely honest. I'm quite achy, but I'm glad I did it. I had a nice day out. And at the very, very end here, really quickly, you guys know my best friend has a GoFundMe going so that their partner can have safe, accessible transport to get to medical appointments and to generally like live and have a fun life. It'd be really cool if you could share or donate. You don't have to, there's no pressure, but it'd be really sick. It would really mean a lot to me, especially if you are able to share, especially, I mean, I hate doing this. It's going to be linked down below. Do what you will with it. Anything is fantastic and much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year. I are, to be fair. And I'll see you again in a couple of days.